If you've ever wondered about different room types on a Princess cruise, we're going to give you a comparison this time. We've got an interior room, a balcony room, and a mini suite, and we're going to compare all three on this episode of Cleared for Comfort. So my wife and I have talked about this before on some other episodes, and we've talked about whether price comes into the equation. So let's give a little bit of an overview of price. The range is quite a bit, but on this sailing that we're on right now in the Baltic this summer, there's a range in the prices, but on average, an interior room is around $2,000 per person. The balcony room is around $3,000 per person, and the mini suite's around $4,500 per person. So what's your take on price? How much does price enter the equation for which room you choose?
Mark, I think price is number one for us. Okay. We can do more cruises if the price is lower, or we can do more shore excursions if the price is lower. And the amount of time that we spend in the room compared to the amount of time we spend out of the room makes price number one for us.
Excellent. How about you, Ian?
Yes, I sort of concur. Price is king.
Yep.
As Denise just mentioned, having a lower price does allow you to spend more on things that you may really want, because let's face it, you really only use your room for sleeping and showering. More about that later. The only thing that we really need, I think, is just some natural light, so that helps us sort of get up earlier.
Now, you upgraded to your room, and you were commenting before about maybe it wasn't quite worth it on this itinerary for you?
Yeah, exactly right, Mark. When we originally booked, we had an ocean room, and we went into the bidding process to upgrade our room. We actually forgot that we bid it, to be honest. And if we had have remembered, we probably would have backed out of it.
Yeah.
We did sort of end up getting a veranda room. But as you were saying, because we're in the Baltic, the temperatures are really low. And we've had quite a bit of inclement weather with a lot of rain and cold weather.
Yeah.
So on reflection, we probably should have just kept our room with the ocean view, saved that money, and we could have joined you guys a bit more on a few excursions.
Yep. And for us, I'd say we're more price sensitive than it seems. We're in the mini suite, but my mom's room is right next door to mine. So that's why we're in this room, because she prefers the mini suites. She likes to travel with us, or we travel with her, however you want to put it, and she likes us to be nearby. So that's why we're in a mini suite on this one. But I think, all being said, we would have done the same thing and downgraded, if you will, to a room and used that money on excursions. So let's just talk about the rooms themselves and how useful they are, and each one of us will describe the room from walking in the door and what we see. So we'll start with the interior room.
Okay, so as you come into the interior room that we have, you immediately to the right have a closet area with a nice extra closet that's full of shelves.
Oh, okay.
And then the bathroom is immediately, like, make a U-turn, and you're in the bathroom. It is a smaller bathroom with a smaller shower and a shower curtain, but it's sufficient.
Okay. Can you both fit in there, you and Doug?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But
not in the shower at the same time. In the bathroom at the same time. Yeah, okay. Just to be clear. Okay.
Yes, but no.
PG-13. Anyway, we are. Okay.
So what makes it nice is that closet area is off to the left, where on some other ships and some other cruise lines, the closet area is immediately in the doorway.
Okay.
So this makes for a nice private changing area.
Okay.
So I really like that about this interior room. And then you enter into the room and again make another right, and we have a desk space that's one long desk space. Okay. So we have a nice long desk that includes the space for our refrigerator.
Okay.
Where some of the other rooms have a smaller desk and then another extra corner piece for the refrigerator.
Okay.
And then the two beds
at the back of
at the back wall,
okay,
which also makes it nice. I do like the two beds on the back wall because there's more room to move around. Where, you know, in the past where we've had balcony rooms, I always felt like we were trying to make our way around the beds to get to the door or whatever, and it just didn't seem like as much space. So I actually feel like we have more space there.
And then at the beds, do they have plugs for your
We do. On the lamp, there's one USB.
Okay. Same here, yeah.
Other ships, we've had like one on the wall.
Yeah.
Convenient, nice light switches on the wall there, so you don't have to get up to turn off the lights.
And I assume you also have plugs on the desk.
Yes,
the
there's
desk.
2 US plugs
Okay.
on the desk. So
Excellent.
now Ian mentioned earlier that he likes the natural light of a balcony
Yeah.
room or of the. I would actually prefer the natural light.
Yeah.
Doug, my husband, actually prefers to sleep in a tomb, so
Nice
so
and dark.
it's
Okay,
wonderful for him.
Yeah.
But what I do is bring along one of those clocks
Oh yeah.
that has the light as
Yes.
the alarm,
Okay.
so it lightens the room for me
Excellent.
and makes it a little bit
That's
better.
very
But
clever.
otherwise, I would prefer to have some natural sun come in and wake me up in the morning versus an alarm.
Okay, so let's describe your room then, walking into the balcony.
Sure. So, yeah, walking into our room, it's a very similar layout in some ways to what Denise just described. Just off to the right, you have the walk-in robe, and directly ahead of that, there's a mirror that you can open up, and behind there's a few shelves with the safe behind it.
Okay.
Yep, and again, just off to the right is the bathroom or shower room, shall we call it? And again, the shower is with a curtain. Not much room in there. I wouldn't say we'd be able to fit 2 people in there at the same time. Yeah, it's definitely a 1-in-1, or someone's got to stand in the shower. We did have a problem with our shower during the cruise where it was either red hot or very cold.
Yeah.
So we did sort of mention it to the front desk. It took them 2 goes to fix it, but as I was sort of saying to you off camera, Mark, any cruise can have a problem. It's what they do and how quickly they can fix it. And Princess, I give them sort of top marks for fixing it. They got onto it straight away. Plumber came out and swapped over the tap, had it fixed very quickly.
Excellent. So then after that area, then you walk into the main area
Exactly.
of the bedroom.
So into the bedroom. Yep, our bed is the softest and beautiful bed. Lovely pillows, soft and down pillows, really very luxurious. We had a really great night's sleep.
Yep.
Interestingly, we could fit our bags underneath the bed. I think that's quite important. We just got off a celebrity cruise, Infinity. We couldn't fit our bags under the bed on the celebrity one, so that was a bit of a downer because it took some space from the cupboard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so continuing on into our room, we have 2 cupboards or shelves on either side of the bed. So yeah, continuing on into the room, we've got a small desk area above which there's USB. Not USB, it's actually a power outlet, US plugs. And on the opposite wall, we've got a fridge, and above that there's a small shelving area that also has a US outlet.
Okay.
And then leading straight out onto the balcony. Our balcony is actually a larger size than what we've seen before. It's really quite a very long balcony compared to others. But we've only been out there twice because
It's
very
been cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
It's going to sound a lot colder now to our U.S. audience. That's probably most of the people that watch this. Tell us in Celsius what the temperature's been.
Yeah, in Celsius it's ranged from feels like of 0, so freezing,
Yeah.
up to 10 degrees
10
in some of the
degrees.
Baltic areas.
Yeah.
But interestingly, when we got to Copenhagen, the temperatures were up into the low 20s. So you're,
Yes.
yeah, what's that, 80 or 60?
Yeah, it was really warm when we got on the ship.
Exactly, much warmer.
Right.
And we're heading back into that lovely weather now, looking outside.
That's right.
We're,
Just as we're getting off.
Exactly, just as we're getting off.
Right. So the mini suite that we're in, similar description. When we walk in the door on the right, there is a long area that you can hang things. There's shelves there. There's also the safe there, and then immediately to the right there, when you come in, is the bathroom. And the bathroom, one of the distinguishing things about a mini suite bathroom on Princess is that it has a shower tub combination. If you go all the way up to a suite, the suites have a separate shower and a separate tub. But in the mini suites, it's the shower tub combination. That can be a good or bad thing. If you like a bathtub, great, you've got a bathtub. If you shower like we do, then you have to step over the bathtub to get in there, and that can be difficult. My mother in the other room is 85 years old, and she says it's a little bit tough for her to get in. I can totally understand that. So if you like it, great. If not, it's not the best thing. It's a lot more space than you have though. Then when you come into the room proper, then we've got 2 areas in the room. So there's the bedroom area, which is probably very similar to your balcony room in terms of the bed there with the credenzas on both sides.
Yep.
We have the plugs in the lamps, which is a new addition on the Sapphire Princess. Jill was on the Caribbean Princess just a few months ago, last month actually, and she said that they weren't there yet on that. And then we've got the area that has the mini fridge in it. That area in the mini suites is it's kind of a rounded area, and it's got the area where the TVs used to be. They used to have the full size, the big tube TVs, and they were up there, and they used the plugs behind there. And when they had the lack of plugs in the rest of the room, it was a pain because you'd have to crawl behind there in order to plug your stuff in. Now on this ship, they've upgraded it where they changed from those old TVs to the ones that are mounted on the wall, and that means those become spaces for us that also have plugs. So It's really nice. That's one of the nice features. And then, of course, the other distinguishing feature about a mini suite is it's got the area where we're sitting right now on this couch, this extra, space. You said, and we noticed because we walked out, we're on deck 9, and we looked up to deck 10 where you are, that the balcony was actually bigger in your balcony room than it is in our mini suite.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I would say this is still a good size.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So that's kind of the description of all 3 of these rooms. And coming to the conclusion of this episode, we'll say, well, what is Cleared for Comfort all about? It's saying, would you do this again? Would you book this category of room again on this ship in particular, since we're on the Sapphire Princess or another Grand Class ship? So we'll start with you, Denise.
Definitely Cleared for Comfort.
Okay.
The interior room is just what we need.
Excellent. And you?
If we were coming back to the Baltic in this weather, definitely would not get a balcony room.
Okay.
But if we were going around the Mediterranean, where it's a lot warmer, definitely, we would probably opt for an ocean view, I think, in this particular itinerary at this time of the year.
Yep, okay. And then for us, the room is Cleared for Comfort. Certainly a really nice room. Price being part of the equation.
Yeah.
I would say while it is Cleared for Comfort, if it wasn't for my mom in the other room, we probably would be in a smaller room and save some of that money on the excursions. But I think we concluded that all of the rooms themselves are Cleared for Comfort with little caveats. Is that right?
Correct. It's cleared for comfort for the room, maybe not priced for comfort.
There you go. Very good. You wanna say it, Ian?
Let's stamp that.
Very good.